What's cracking, YouTube? We back with another video, man. Right now, we up early in the morning before we head to church. We are headed to AutoZone, man. We got to pick up a few things for the new Chevy, and also I got to get a purge valve for the Escalade because it's starting to act up, and we got to keep it right because we still ain't got the CTS back from the body shop. The CTS been in the body shop since January. I want to say February, January, somewhere around there. Waiting on a grill. The crazy part is I work for GM and they ain't got no grills, so we just playing a waiting game right now. But anyway, yeah, we're on our way up here to this AutoZone right now. We got to grab a few things for the new Chevy, which, you know, right now we haven't given a name to because I got it home and the car is actually, man, I'm going to show y'all. We're going to go over it together. I'm going to show y'all the car is actually in really, really good shape. Really good shape. And only thing is, like I said, it's got some paint body issues, but we'll get that knocked out as long as we can keep it within the budget. And we definitely ain't taking it back to Mako, so that ain't happening. I'm probably gonna let my guy paint it up for me. He told me to come through. I checked out a bunch of his work. Dude does a good job painting, takes his time, and he ain't even overly priced, so we're gonna do that. My thing is, like I told my guy, man, I can't be waiting 3 months for a paint job. I'm gonna give you 30 days. Like, I need it back in 30 days. I see all these other shops, watch CJ on 32s, the other guys, he drop a McLaren off to get painted. It's painted in a week and a half, and it's fire painted in a week and a half. So yeah, we gotta get some vacuum hose because I gotta remove all these old vacuum stuff they had on here. It was all wrong. Gotta get that. We gotta get a new air filter, new breather cap screw. We gotta put a new PCV in it. Just little stuff like that they didn't have on the car that I noticed when I pulled up. And then we really need to work on getting the carburetor adjusted because that's, you know, I'm gonna really take my time with this one. I don't want to spend a lot of money. Like I said, my budget on this whole car is like 12 grand. And right now, I gotta look back at the last videos, comments, and see if anybody got it right. But I paid $5,500 for the car. The car's $5,500, and as of right now, it looks like a great deal because everything the kid said he done to the car is showing out to be actual. You know, I went and I replaced his throttle cable and TV cable geometry was off. You know, he didn't know it had a 200 R4. He thought it was a turbo 350. I had to look under, like, yeah, it's got 200 R4. So I had to put the new bracket on, try to get the geometry on. He said the transmission was rebuilt, so I was like, man, I don't believe nobody. So pull the pan off, fluid's brand new. Inside of the tranny, new valve body, all that's brand spanking new in there. Just looking, I had to pull the pan off to make sure I get my D10 cable set right. So we got that right. The geometry on the cable is right. So that part's good. Only thing I said now is we got to get the carburetor lined out, which is hopefully gonna be easy because I don't know much about carburetors. So, but what I'm noticing is I'm about to start taking a lot of these challenges on myself and really just putting my head in a book and then putting my hands on the car because I'm tired of like trusting people thinking that they're knowing what they're doing. But at the end of the day, I'm 34 years old. So most of these guys I'm taking these cars to look at it, they're in their 40s, like probably a little older than I am. So they damn sure don't know much more than I do. And like I said, I'm an ASC certified technician. I've been doing it for same location for almost 14 years now. So everything is, I'm, like I said, I'm new school, fuel injection, all that new stuff, 6L80, 4L80, 8L90, the 10 speeds, all that other stuff. That's, you know, kind of my wheelhouse, but I'm learning more now to kind of be on the side of like learning this on my own. I'm at AutoZone right now, man. I'm actually here kind of early. I don't even know if they're open yet, so we just gotta wait a little bit till they open. Let's see. Shit, they open at 9 o'clock. It's only like, well, it's 8:50. So gotta get that done for it. And another thing that we need to get done on the car is I need to get wheels and tires, which I ordered those. I'm not gonna frame notch this one. I've been reading some forums in the G-Body forums. I think what I need to do is, they were saying, just heat up the rear section and you can flatten it out where you don't have to deal with that, having to notch it, and then longer studs, and then putting a 1/4" to a 3/8 spacer on both sides, and then everything should be fine with that. So that may be what I do. And on the front, they were saying the same thing. Longer studs in the front with about a 1/4" spacer on there, and everything should be fine for the turning radius in the front, because I really don't like how it looks underneath that white one with the front frame notch. It just doesn't look good to me. So I think I'm gonna go a different route than doing that. I just don't like how that looks. It looks tacky. So for y'all front frame notch in your cars, I mean, find a better option. I don't think that looks good. It looks stupid underneath that white one. But yeah, right now we're finna go in here and get all our stuff. Then I gotta run across the street, grab some donuts for the kids, get back to the house, and then I'm gonna show y'all everything we got and all the progress that we've made on the car. So let me cut y'all back on once we get to the house. So we made it back to the house. I had to put a hoodie on, man. Even though it's bright and sunny outside, it is cold outside. It's like in the 40s right now, which is weird for the springtime in Oklahoma. It's normally like 75 sometimes, but man, our weather's so bipolar. I mean, like 3 days ago it was like 95 degrees and now it's like 40. So you know, that's why we're always got a cold or allergies or something in the state of Oklahoma, man. But it's a great place to live. If you're looking for a new state to live, come to Oklahoma, man. We're real welcoming, nice people, so come check us out. But back to the car. Here it is, man. Letting everybody see it for the first time that's not in the dark, or you know, we're gonna go over real slow and show y'all why I feel like I got a good deal at that price that I paid for. I paid $6,500 for this car. Yeah, I know I sold the Cadillac for a ton of money, but I'm not trying to invest all the money from the Cadillac into this car. So this car will be built really, really slow. Whole lot different than this car. This one, man, is I call this car a lesson learned. So with this one, we're definitely doing everything the right way, slowly. And man, big shout out to the guy who sold me this car, man. I don't trust anybody for the most part anymore now that I'm learning in this car game stuff. But kid was super honest with me about everything that was done to the car, and he was telling the 100% truth. I don't have a lot of light in my garage, but I'm gonna just go over some of the stuff he told me when we talked in person that he had replaced and that was new and that he had done to it. Like I said, he put a radiator. It's got a brand new radiator in it, fan clutch set up, new valve covers. He said this motor has been going through. It's got a cam, which it sounds like it's got a cam in it. It's got a cam, double timing chain on there, which I don't know if y'all can see it, but it definitely has been removed because it's got a new gasket on that cover. So it's definitely been off the car. It's got a brand new, I think it's the Holly Street Warrior. I just put this air cleaner on there. It's just part of stuff I was doing to it. Gave it a new air cleaner. We'll show y'all some of the stuff we're doing to it though before we try to fire this thing up and get it running. So it's got a brand new Street Warrior. I'm certain this is a Street Warrior because it's the same one on that one. Carb on it. He has done a lot of stuff to this car, and he gave it a lot of love. The transmission, like I said, he said it was rebuilt. And when I went and installed this new bracket, the shift cable bracket, because my steering geometry was off with the kick down and that, so I had to get it right. Also, I got to put the little buffer in once it comes in. But he was like, yeah, the trans has been rebuilt, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just thinking in my head, yeah, you full of shit. But he actually was telling the truth. Has been rebuilt, pull the pan, everything in it. I mean, brand new. Valve body, everything. New distributor, new wires. He's done a lot of work to this car, a lot, but it's still got a little ways to go. Got long tube headers, got a brand new exhaust underneath it. I mean, he's put a lot of time into it. So as we said and we talked, you know, I offered him $5,000 up front, you know, and he was kind of still strong on his price. We kind of met somewhere where it worked for both of us, and I bought the car. See, it's got a full interior. The interior's all the way in it. Everything is there. And my biggest thing I love the most about it, it's got manual windows, because the power windows on this shit suck. They sag, and yeah, 80s for you. It's got the console, I mean, factory radio. It's even got the factory radio. Look at the gauges. All the gauges still have full color. Everything. The seats, I mean, all these seats are still plush. Don't need to be refurbished or anything. We'll probably just get them reupholstered. I mean, the pad is still there. Back seat's the same way. Only thing is the headliner's faded out, but we're gonna get that replaced anyway. Me and a buddy of mine are gonna pull it, go suede with the stars in the roof, all that good stuff. Probably the only thing this car really needs, in my opinion, the dash is even really in good shape. A few cracks in it. Only thing we need to do to it, in my opinion, is put a dash cap on it and a new carpet, and then get some reupholstery, the seat upholstery, which I can get those off for either Mike's Montes or G-Body parts. So, I mean, even the mirrors are still tight. This one needs a new glass, but still tight. Look at the door trim. All the door trim is still there. It ain't as flaking as bad as that one is. Windshield trim looks good. Windshield, no cracks. None of the glass is broken on this car. The kid actually did a good job with. This is a good start, but you know, things happen and we talk, man. He's going through some other stuff with his life right now, so you know, he had to move on from the car, and I'm glad because it's mine now. So look at it. It's coming along. Tell me what y'all think. So I know it needs some paint and body work, but I ain't really big into doing that right now. So we definitely gonna get the suspension right, everything. This one is not getting coilovers and all that other stuff like this one has. Even though I will say, since driving it, man, letting that suspension settle with all of them turned all the way down, I think it's just all of them are on 0. I haven't even turned it any clicks. It actually rides really well. So it's not, I recant my statement I made about the QA1 suspension. It actually rides a little bit better once it all got jounced into position. But I'm still not going that direction with that car. This car has a lot of money invested in it, and I don't want to do that with building a car. I want to invest time into it and not just shit out money to build it. So I'm going to put a lot of time into this one. This one has a lot of money. This one's gonna get a lot of time. So therefore, y'all gonna be getting the videos, man, of me through every process with this car. And the final process with it will probably be painting it. So we're gonna do suspension, we're gonna do wheels and tires, we're gonna do lights, we're gonna do everything to this car before we shut it down this winter, because I'm gonna let y'all know right now, this car will be getting an LS swap. I have a 5.3 and a 4L80 that I got for absolutely free for this car, and I got an ECM and a harness. I'm planning on with this car, building this car and trading my skills and knowledge with other guys in the car game for what they have and helping them do their things, because I'm not paying these shops anymore. These shops, man, I'm not paying a guy who's the same age as I am to do the same thing that I can do, so that's out of the window. And yeah, we got that 5.3 and that 4L80 that we're gonna put in here probably after, you know, car season is over. When that season is over, then we'll start, you know, like I said, busting both of these back down, getting floors in it, everything. We'll do new floors in both of them. We're gonna do a header panel in that one, all kind of stuff to both of these. It's gonna be a fun winter, and a lot of content coming on these two cars. With that 5.3 and that 4L80, I'm gonna get y'all the content doing that, because the way I got it for free was I agreed to help my buddy build his truck, and we definitely gonna get that for y'all. He's doing a square body Chevy. I think it's like 91, somewhere around. I can't remember, but it's a tribute to his dad. You know, his dad passed away, and he's gonna want to get the truck running for his pop, so we definitely gonna get that done. So it's a complete build: doors, hood, body mounts, all of that. I'm trading my time and knowledge for a motor and a transmission. So definitely, and I get content out of it, get to hang out with one of my good friends while we're building this truck. And yeah, but I know this video done ran kind of long, so once again, new build underway. Right now we're working on getting it running and driving. We should have that video, well, it runs and it drives, but, you know, getting it dialed in. So we should have that video up for y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for this one, because this one right here is gonna have a lot of knowledge in it, man. So yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that, man. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.